Okay, so shalom to all of those who have purchased the extended reading, guys, from the General Tarot. I'm not sure when this is going up, so I cannot say really any more than that. The first card that I'm going to ask to be clarified, first, basically, I'm going to clarify the cards that I said I wanted to clarify, and then I'll do the other questions that I asked on behalf of you guys, okay? So right now I'm asking the spirit to help us to clarify. Oh, I, I didn't put up one card. I'm asking spirit to help us to clarify the Nine of Wands, please. Please give us the energy surrounding the Nine of Wands energy. What thoughts are causing, what's going on? Okay. Mm. So first I got the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody is really being kind of lazy. They're being lazy, possibly, or they just feel stagnant. They feel stuck. They could be perceived as lazy by the person, okay, by the person that they're in union with, but they themselves are stagnant. They feel as if they can't move forward. They're blocked somehow from going anywhere, and this is why they are inactive and have no movement whatsoever. Um, they could appear careless to their spouse, but they're really not. I really know, like, because again, remember, this resonates with me a great deal. And I know that it's not all about me and how I feel, but I do have to go off of what I feel. Um, so I've already put out there that somebody genuinely could be being lazy. Okay. Someone could also feel blocked, like I said. But what I feel is that the person isn't lazy. It's just, okay, they really aren't sure what to do. They have so many different thoughts. They have many different things actually that they want to do, but I kind of feel like they're so cautious. Wow. hmm I feel as if they're so cautious with moving forward that they're deciding to stay still, or they're so stuck in their head that they are not actually taking action whatsoever. The next two cards that came out was the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse actually tends to deal with success, but for a limited time. Um, I kind of feel like somebody could be afraid of success here. Like they might not be sure that they can make it. Okay. They don't feel like they can have success for the long term. And they could be right about that, but success is success, honey. But I get more of the vibe that somebody feels like they've tried before. They've tried to like since I do feel like this is about money and surrounding money issues, because we got a couple of pentacles on the table and there were a lot of pentacles in the last reading. I do feel like this could be a money issue. Um and really somebody could have a poverty mindset. Okay, I know that I've been personally guilty of that, and I was literally just praying about it and asking, and I pretty much just want to release that. But yeah, some of us could be struggling with a poverty mindset. And that's a pattern that we've always been in. We don't know really anything else, and so you could have this desire, and you could have tried time and time again in business, whether you were trying to be an entrepreneur or whatever, or even maybe trying to work in a team with people. You could have been trying to do business stuff and it just never seemed to work out for you, and you always wound up feeling hurt and alone even in your business endeavors. And but with this ten of swords in reverse, Ten of Swords deals with some assured success and gain and profit, but for a limited time. Okay. And so that doesn't have to mean that's going to be the end. It could just mean it's a temporary position that you get. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be the end all to be all. The Queen of Pentacles also came up in reverse. And I just feel like that's blocked energy from the woman in the union getting her money. Okay. But that's not the only thing. It could also deal with your emotional state or the way that you're coming off in appearance of people. So let's get the Queen of Pentacles energy. As far as I remember, the Queen of Pentacles tends to be a warm person. She can be a warm woman. That's earth energy. Oh, I'm glad that didn't turn over because I really need to stop shuffling before I be here another long time. Queen of Pentacles is naturally earth energy, but I do feel as though all signs could be represented in that card. Really, as with probably all these cards, but predominantly earth energy. So you could have, this could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or you could have this somewhere in your charts. Okay, let us see, shall we? The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. um this energy is, you suspect something evil is going on. You are distrusting. You feel that you're in suspense about something. God damn it. Okay, I had to keep on pulling, and so I got more cards here. Anyway, I feel like the woman in this union, she's fearful. She's fearful of the union. It could be due to your past issues. I'm not gonna play with myself. Let's stop. We're gonna have to put this down because I'll keep on. And then I'll feel like I have to read all the energies coming forth. But I feel like the lady in this union, she could have very well, she could be reflecting on her past, or she could be really still nervous about certain things within this new union going on. And so she's still, in her mind, she still got some fears. She's still not maybe very trusting of her spouse or the person that she's in a committed union with. And there could be good reason, but I feel like you're suspicious of him, and it could be surrounding money, you know, or you could be operating suspiciously when it comes to money, or your person could distrust you with money. But I get the vibe that this ain't really with money. It's more so, I feel like this could be what's blocking you from getting your money. Um, you could just not trust yourself. You could be, and when I say not trust yourself, I feel like you could feel like you're not able to make this on your own or something. You're not able to go off and do well when it comes to making money. Be grounded. You're not operating in that earth energy to provide for yourself. That could be some of you guys' energy. The next card that came up is the High Priestess upright. The High Priestess is somebody who, I feel like you operating your feelings, you operating your intuition. You you are a wise person, spiritually speaking. You can be very spiritually um in tune. I think you might have to draw on that. I think that that's where your hope lies. I think that that's where, that may be how you can turn your Queen of Pentacles card right side up with getting grounded spiritually or allowing your intuition to lead you. And the reason I say that is because the Star card came up right after the High Priestess, and that deals with an answered prayer. So I feel like you have hope for yourself, but your hope is not, I just heard this, your hope is not in the money or in getting to the money. Your hope is in yourself and in your faith, whatever that could be, your ability maybe even to manifest this. That's where your hope is. And you feel like that's where your answers are as well. That's your answered prayer. Your your um your wishes, most intimate wishes being fulfilled. You know that can come from you going within yourself and pulling it out. That's what I get from that energy. Also, the Two of Swords came up. For me, always deals with indecision. It deals with the fact that there needs to be a decision made, but somebody feels as if they can't properly make this decision. They still feel blind somehow. And with this being around the eyes and the head, there could be some mental things, some mental trauma, some mental issues going on. Maybe your emotions could be clouding your judgment on making a clear choice. And so for some of us, we're not making any. Again, that could be why we're in that blockage, with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is why we're not moving forward one way or the other, because we don't feel that our intuition is enough. And I say that because of that little sliver. That sliver of the moon that's there. I feel that we don't feel we got enough information to make a sound decision. And I would have to say that we are probably correct here. And I think the reason I said that it was because in the first reading with the general tarot reading, um, what card was that came out? The Page of Swords came out, and clarifying the Page of Swords was the Four of Swords, which talked about and I felt like Spirit was saying we need to just put our thoughts to rest. We need to just kind of get still with that and just put it to bed for now and allow the truth to be revealed instead of us trying to really fight to figure it out and make sense of everything. We should just be still, give it a rest, and it will be made manifest to us. Which is the reason why it could seem as though we're in indecision. Or for some of you guys, you really are in indecision. And I feel like you're racking your brain. Again, with this Two of Swords clarifying the Nine of Swords, I really feel that you're coming up with so many different possibilities of the way that whatever this situation is can play out, that you're driving yourself crazy. And so you don't even want to make a decision because you just don't know which one to make because you got so many options. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is just to surrender, which is still to me chill. It's still chill. It's still be still. Just be, you know, just be. I'm looking for the Hangman now, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah. Surrender, new perspective, being still, enlightenment, right? I know I'm not tripping. I just said that. Basically, I think remember when I said even earlier with the judgment card, when we get still, when we do um that Four of Swords energy, when we start operating in that, which is getting still, being in meditation, or just being by yourself, getting some much needed rest, that's when the truth is going to be made clear to us. And I felt like that's kind of what the judgment card was representing, that a truth is about to be revealed and it's going to be divinely orchestrated. So there's going to be no way you can miss this coming. Okay. But yeah. And the crazy thing is that was some information that actually came out in the spiritual reading, the spiritual insight reading. So anyway, moving on, because we're going to be in this place of being surrendered and being still and just being here in the moment, we're going to receive the truth and the enlightenment and that information that we need to make a decision. So I think that's amazing, that's going to help us get out of this Nine of Swords energy. Um, the last and final card that came out while I was shuffling was the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So let's go figure out what that has to deal with. I kind of feel like initially this is going to be the end of juggling. It doesn't have to be that, but intuitively speaking, I feel like every time I see this card, this usually deals with somebody juggling something, or trying to juggle. But I feel like either somebody finna drop something, somebody finna let something go, or yeah, it's gonna be the end of this trying to multitask. Like maybe you're gonna focus on one thing or one situation, you know. In times past, I've read this card to mean that there is a man who was dealing with two different women and trying to juggle them both. And so, if that be the case, if that could be something that's still going on in this situation, maybe some of you guys know that you're in a third party situation, and that could be what's got you up at night, or at least just trying to figure out what decision to make for yourself and all that kind of stuff. Then I feel like this could definitely indicate the end of this juggling situation. Let's see. All right, so for the traditional meaning of this card, it actually means that some people are, you know, maybe you're kind of faking to be happy. You know, you're you're trying to be, you may want to be, but you're not really happy. And so even though you're in this committed union, you're not really happy and you're faking and you feel like you're faking. Remember the 9 of swords could deal with deception, and I remember saying a little bit earlier in the reading that some of you guys could be feeling like you are deceiving or you're being in deception because you're not really happy. So for some of you guys, this is what that can mean. You can feel and you know that you're not very happy. You're putting on airs. You're trying to keep up appearances because this this energy, this 9 of swords energy, this being confused, this being anxious and in your mind about what you're in your mind about is the relationship. The relationship from the outside looking in, or even to you, it is one of stability. It is one where you should feel safe. You should feel secure, but for some reason you don't. That's what I get this. That's how I get this. There's a reason that you're not feeling secure. For some of you guys, you were looking to your past relationship. Maybe you were focused on your past relationship. Maybe you felt like your past person was supposed to come back for you. Maybe that's something that you hoped for. Because that did reveal itself. That came out in the first reading. Um, and maybe you feel like that's where you'll really be happy with your ex, but I don't know, because in the first reading, it seems that the union that you are currently in is what the Most High or the Divine wanted for you. Unless I was reading that wrong, and that's just how we viewed it, that this person was our savior. For some reason, I don't know why I picked up this deck and started shuffling, but I got the 5 of Wands here. So there's been a lot of arguing, a great deal of arguing with you and your spouse, or with at least you and your partner at this time. And again, since I was talking about your past relationship, you could have been arguing and, or just at least negotiating or having these heated discussions and conversations about your ex. And maybe your partner is telling you that they could tell that you're not fully present with them. You're not fully here with them, you know? And that could actually hurt your feelings. Them actually speaking that truth, can hurt your feelings because maybe you've been trying to get with this program, but for some reason it's still in your mind. What if the possibility of this person coming back, or the possibility of it working out between you, or that was truly your person, and your current partner called you out on that, and that kind of upset you? Could have. I know it did for me a little bit. Because I feel like I really am. I want to be a part of this union. I will not deny that I do still think about it. I wonder if this was the right decision to make sometimes. But part of me is happy to be here, but then there's a part of me that does sometimes feel unfulfilled. And that's when I begin to question. But anyway, why am I shuffling these cards? What the heck? I'm gonna stop. Yeah, so again, 2 of Pentacles could deal with being fake happy, forced happiness, fake enjoyment. Or somebody could be getting information like letters revealing that this information that you're fake. Not that you're fake, but you know, maybe you can receive information that someone else has been faking. Okay. Somebody else, maybe you can receive it. Like I just heard somebody, the other woman could talk about, I've been trying to pretend like I was happy being a part of this union, but I'm not. That's for those of y'all who have been put in a third party situation or you are in one. Yeah, the other woman could finally be like, you know what? I'm not really happy. I've been pretending like I was down with this, but I'm not. But I'm not. And I don't want to be a part. Okay. And that could bring the perspective that you needed, that you've been concerned about. For some of you guys, you could feel intuitively that you're with the person that you're supposed to be with, but they have a karmic union that they've picked back up since you guys were together. And I'm speaking that from pure D experience here. Okay. I'm spilling my tea, but your partner could have picked up someone from their past thinking that it was the right thing to do. And maybe you were in some indecision as well as a direct result of that. Oh my God. These two cards just came up. First of all, I think this is the first one that came up. This is the first one I saw, but I always like to read the bottom card first because I feel like that's really the first one. So this is what came up again. And I feel like this is clarifying this is clarifying the clarifying card. So this is the same thing. So I feel like we can be sure that I feel like that's saying that what I was just on or what I was just talking about could be true. So somebody could be receiving insight soon. Somebody could be getting a letter or a text message or some form of communication discussing that they're not really happy with the way that the relationship is going at this time. Okay. The next card that did come out clarifying, I'm gathering this Nine of Cups energy is the Five of Cups. I mean, not the Nine of Cups. Please excuse me. The Nine of Swords energy was the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups in reverse. By the way, Five of Cups upright deals with depression and despair, and really being in some deep thought and possible regret about a relationship, or at least whether it's family, friends, or a lover. But in reverse, let's talk about it. Okay, I feel like those two cards are really what's clarifying. I feel like that was confirming what I was talking about is true, guys. And the Hanged Man, come on, how can you do this? I'm putting these cards down and I'm not going to do that anymore. I feel like both of those cards coming out. Okay, first let me chill out. With the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel that the Five of Cups in reverse is saying that, okay, first of all, the Five of Cups in reverse deals with receiving news of some sort. News, it could also deal with alliances. So that's friendships or partnerships, okay? It can deal with ancestry of some sort, a return, or false projects. Now, which one of these words stand out to me? Now, remember, at this point in time, I was talking about how we can receive news, be it through a text message or a letter or some form of communication that somebody was faking like they were happy in a union. Okay, somebody was faking like they were happy in a union. When I said that, the Two of Pentacles came back up again from out of this other deck that was now clarifying the clarifying deck, and then also this Five of Cups. So I feel as though this was more so confirming that I was on the right path with that it is true. Somebody is going to say that they were being fake about something. Again, with the Five of Cups in reverse, it's talking about a return or even false projects. So for those of us who were in a third party situation where you feel like you could be in a union with your partner, your life partner, maybe even your so-called twin flame, and all of a sudden their ex returned and your partner involved you in a third party situation with their ex, I feel like that's what the return could have been about. And also, that's the false project. For some of you guys, your partner could have wanted you to be in this union. That don't have to be everybody's situation, okay? But it could be. Your partner could have very well wanted you guys to just all be one big happy family. And somebody is going to admit that they are lying and that they really don't want that. And like I said, with the high priestess being here, I feel like the lady who's going through all this mental stuff and she's been stagnant and she hasn't been operating in her best and as her best self, not saying that this is all, oh wow, okay, the Empress just came out. Not saying that this is, and I do still feel like this is all still clarifying the clarifying cards. I'm going to stop here. But not to say that the whole sole reason that some of us who are in this Nine of Swords energy are only in it because of the karmic woman or the ex that came back. But like, you were already in this energy anyway. But this situation or being put in this third party situation did not help the energy. Okay. So with that being said, with you following your intuition, it's like, that something is off about this and you don't feel okay about it. And now we're going back to this Queen of Pentacles energy. Remember, I was talking about somebody was suspicious, somebody didn't trust, and I felt like it could have been dealing with money issues that we weren't trusting. But now more so, I feel like we didn't trust this connection. We didn't trust the ex coming back. We didn't trust that was legitimate. We felt like something was off about that. And I think we're right, especially with the High Priestess coming up right after that card. That was the spirit. That's our intuition at work. And we know what the fuck we're talking about. Even if our person cannot tell, like our man in this situation cannot tell. Also, with the star card coming out, answer prayers. So for some of us, I feel like that could very well deal with the fact that some of you've been like trying to figure out, am I supposed to be with this person, or is he and his ex really supposed to be together? And I think that for you, when you met this person, you felt like they were the answer to your prayers. If you like me, because I know this reading is resonating for me. I hope it resonates for some of you else, for some of you all as well. But basically, if you felt like I did when I met my husband, that this person was in fact your answered prayer or an answer to your prayers, and they likewise felt the same way about you, then I feel like that is true. You could be second guessing that because of the ex coming back, but I still feel like it's a true statement with the star card being here. And the star card is what also came up after the high priestess card. So I feel like some of us could know intuitively who we are to the person that we're with right now. We can know that we are the chosen one for them. Okay? But they may not be able to see that yet. I don't know. And I feel bad for saying this because I know for me in my situation, my boo thing stay on me like trying to tell me that, this could be what is supposed to happen for us. I don't know. So I don't want to speak against that and be wrong, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm saying somebody gonna come out and say that they're not being honest or that they're not really happy with the situation. It's coming. And I feel that it was confirmed by this card coming back out because the Hanged Man came out a little bit earlier. Just before I put down the first two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man was there. And it was in reference to saying that we just need to surrender and that we need to chill out and that in our surrendering, the new enlightenment and the new perspective is going to come. Well, right after that, we got the Two of Pentacles, and I felt like the enlightenment is going to come from the person revealing that they're really faking and that they're not happy and that they don't really want this. Okay? And then this comes up again. I feel like that's confirmation. And then the Empress energy, the Empress card came out. The Empress card is abundance, and I really feel like this is the chosen one's energy. This is the chosen one's energy. It doesn't have to be. It could be the other woman's energy. It could be the ex's energy. She could decide to come up. She might get true to herself and all that, and just go on off to doing her own thing, because she can do that. You know. I don't know. Not saying that we couldn't, guys, but I'm just putting it out there. But I felt more so like this could be the chosen one's energy, and that after all that happens, you're not gonna be in the Nine of Swords energy anymore. Instead, you're going to walk into your abundance. You're going to walk into who you truly are. This is fire sign energy as well. It could be all signs represented, but I feel like this is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman. Okay? For sure. It could be, and you got Earth in your chart. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But yeah, I feel that this is clarifying the energy of this woman who was once in all of this stagnation, not able to do shit for herself, not able to get her money. It seemed like, you're coming out of all of that. At the end of the day, this is going to be your energy. That's such beautiful freaking news. I'm stopping with clarifying the Nine of Swords with that. Okay, let's put this at the bottom of the deck here. The next cards that we're, and this one. The next card we're going to move on to clarifying is the King of Swords. This is going to be long, I can already tell. I didn't want it to be, but, let me mix stuff up a couple times. All right, yeah, we're about to move on to the King of Swords energy to clarify that. I really just more so want to get a clear couple signs out of here. Like, I want to know what signs are associated with this King of Swords energy for sure. So I'm going to ask that. So I'm going to my Barbary Zodiac deck to clarify this card. King of Swords energy. Most High, I'm asking right now that you would please help us to clarify. Okay. Help us to clarify here. What signs are connected, Most High God? What signs will most resonate from this extended reading? The masculine energies or the males in this union. What are their signs? What are their signs? What are the signs? So far, we have Leo on the table, we have Capricorn on the table, and we have Gemini on the table. We also have Aquarius and Libra. This could be anywhere in your lover's chart, guys. I'm going to ask for, we just got Taurus, Virgo. And remember, this could be all signs, guys, okay? I think I'm going to ask for a couple more. We just got Pisces here. And then I'm going to shut it down. This could be any sign. I'm just asking for the ones that this message may most resonate with at this time. Okay? So I'm going to ask for one more card, and I'm going to be out of here. So the last card that flew out was Aries. Okay? That is clarifying this King of Swords energy. These are the masculine, the men. This is what I'm going to say. This is the men, okay, or the masculine energies in this relationship. Because remember, I'm talking more about the relationship. I was asking questions about the relationship that had revealed itself in the original reading. So with the King of Swords energy, since we're talking about the King of Swords energy, these three cards came out, and I do think I want to read them. And these two cards also. So I'm going to read these all with what I believe they could be referring to pertaining to the King of Swords energy. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. Just to thinking about you lately. All right. And I'm going to say what I got when the cards were coming up. There was one card that I did not see. But nevertheless, whatever. This person, this man definitely feels like this committed union is where y'all supposed to be. He wants to be in this union just as much as I think he thinks you do. And he wants you. Like, he really wants to be, he wants you to be a part of this union. So that's what I get with that. He feels like you're home and that he wants to create a home with you. I do think he's got money on the brain. He doesn't want to go into financial ruin, even though there's a very real possibility of that. He wants your help with money. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel as though he could have had a whole bunch of different options, or he could have been confused, but he could be coming out of that confusion. Hmm. Wow, that's beautiful. He could be getting ready to come out of this confusion. The confusion could have been about, with that ex, but we don't know. Don't have to be the case. It just could be he may get some type of clarity about how to move forward with this relationship. I feel like he's going to get clarity on how to manifest everything that he wants to, with the Magician card being here. He is definitely trying to create heaven here on earth. And I do think that he feels like he gets that with you. I know my boo personally just said that to me. I feel like this is how he sees you. This is the person that he sees that you are, or that you can be. And I feel like there's been a time where every time I saw this when it came to a relationship, I kept feeling like this guy was having to choose between two women. I feel like that's coming to an end. That's not how, that's intuitively speaking. This is not the traditional reading of this card. I feel like he's coming out of that. Maybe he could be blocked in it. Oh, guys, my nose is running profusely. He could be blocked, but I don't know. Let's get the original. Let's get some understanding of this card. Let's get the traditional, okay? With the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, okay. Um this could deal with surprise, it could deal with wonder, emotion, trouble, or even fear. I really feel like the men that we're attached with, that they care about both of us, both of the women that they're dealing with at this time, which is the reason why it's been so hard for them to just choose one or the other like that, okay? But I feel like this surprise or wonder, and maybe even emotion or fear that they may very well feel, is going to come from that other person writing and saying, okay, this wasn't true, it wasn't real for me, or I don't really want to be a part of this. So for a while, that may come as a shock to them. It may surprise them, and it may be a part of their fear. It may be something that they really felt that they wanted, and so they fear not having it. But in the end, of course, it's going to obviously bring them out of this having to make a decision between two different paths or two different people in reverse. I'm going to leave that there. Now we're moving on from clarifying the King of Swords to now clarifying. I think we're going to move to the Judgment card next. Yeah, we're going to clarify the Judgment card. Whew, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Thank you so much, Spirit. Y'all, I'm making some lamb. Baby, that lamb smells good. It cooked for about 6 hours. It's looking like it's tender. I pray that it tastes as good as it looks. Okay? I'm going to pair with it. Me and my husband have to eat certain things that are a little different. I have a cold, and I easily, get mucus formulated. So I'm trying to kind of stay away from dairy. So I made some broccoli, cheese, and rice casserole. Most High, just so we're clear, we're asking for clarity on this Judgment card. What is this in regards to, Most High? I need to get the energy of this Judgment as well. So I'm going to pull out the energy cards here, the element card. Okay, Most High. I need 2 cards from the General Tarot. Please help us to clarify the Judgment. What is this in regards to? What is this clarity or truth in regards to? Ace of Cups in reverse. Give us some more insight. What is this Judgment card for Most High? With the Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like this was more so like somebody's love is going to be poured out. And to me, not necessarily in a good way. Like, I kind of feel like it's going to go to waste. I don't want to say that. That's not the general meaning. That's not the traditional meaning of the Ace of Cups in reverse. I just definitely feel this, guys. Somebody's love is going to waste. And as I was saying that, the Devil card in reverse came up. Shit. The Devil card in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to create a little square around this. I'm going to ask for, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that, Jude. Let's ask for an energy card. Yeah, but as I was saying about the Ace of Cups in reverse, for some reason I really just feel like somebody's love is just going to be spilled out. Most High, can I get one other card about the energy? About the energy surrounding this judgment, please? Give us more insight about the energy surrounding this judgment card, Most High. All right. We got 3 more cards with that, with the energy. I'm going to leave that alone because this already finna be long because we got literally 5 cards from the General Tarot and 3 from the energy cards. It's going to be a while. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So the first cards that I want to read, I think, are the element cards. I was going to do the tarot, but I don't want to. I think I want to do the energy cards first. So the first card that came out to clarify some of the energy surrounding this judgment is the Jupiter card, okay? So it says that Jupiter is often thought of as the planet of luck and expansion. The desire to understand the bigger picture, to prosper, and to experience joy are a big part of Jupiter's influence. Optimism, faith, and spirituality play roles in these issues. Mm. I don't know what that could apply to right now, so I'm going to be quiet on it until I hear something from Spirit on it. The next card, okay, so it says optimism, faith, and spirituality. All right. So I heard, okay, so for some of us, these are the energies that we're going to have to operate in. These are just the energies that I feel we need to be operating in as opposed to some of the other things that we're doing. Like, I can say for myself, or, I'm going to speak for self. I've been operating more so in fear, and that's the reason why I was in that Nine of Swords energy, operating in suspicion, fear, kind of not being sure one way or the other, and already feeling defeated and disappointed because of the fact that my lover has already got me in a third party situation. For him, though, with the Jupiter energy, how I can see it working for him is he feels like I'm not seeing the bigger picture, how all 3 of us could work together, how it could benefit all of us, how we could all prosper if we all took this on, but in my heart of hearts, I don't want it. And especially not at this time. I don't want what he's wanting. So, and not with the ex. I just don't. Moving on, not to tell all our business like that. The next card that came out was Fire. So let's go see if we can find out. Basically, some action is going to have to take place. I know that that's what usually happens, what fire deals with. It deals with action having to take place, us having to bring the element of action and focus and stuff to a situation. Here we go. It says powerful, focused, and intense. The energy of fire burns brightly and moves quickly. Passion, drive, the desire to create, strong and sometimes scary emotions like anger are fueled by fire. It both destroys and purifies, which seems in opposition to the desire to create, but really, it's all a part of the creative process. So it says, bring the quality of fire to a situation by taking action and doing what needs to be done. Being courageous by saying or doing the scary but essential thing that needs expression. Being focused and determined to see something through to the end, or honoring and following your passion. So, what I feel like this is talking about is like, remember how I mentioned earlier in the conversation in the last reading, the general reading, how, some of us were indecisive about how to move forward, what to do. Some people even actually left this union in search of really themselves, but also maybe possibly finding someone else or something better. And some of you guys might have come back like I did. Okay, some of you guys may have come back to the union because you really didn't leave. You were just angry that things are not working out the way that you in your heart feel that they should. Okay, which would be you and your partner being together and being great and a power couple and bosses and all that kind of stuff. But I think that right now, I think that that may come, but it's going to come through this process. It's not going to come in another way. I think that this is actually all a part of the process. Um, of us becoming our best selves, you know? And so I think that they're telling us that what we need to focus on right now, first, we need to have faith, trust that the Most High is going to work the situation out for our good, number one. And secondly, we need to focus on what we need to do. And a lot of us need to get busy. We need to start doing what we're called to do. We need to start taking care of ourselves, so that we can get into the Empress energy, so that we can get into the Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, which is the way that our spouse or our committed partner sees us anyway. And it's also what they need. It's also what they need. So that's what we need to do. That's the action that I feel that this is saying we need to take. We need to get busy doing what we need to do. Okay, for a lot of us, our person needs help financially, so we need to get moving and creating some income for ourselves and our union. Moving forward, the last and final card dealing with the energy was the moon. And the moon always talks about intuition. It talks about um also mommy issues. Mommy issues. It teaches us about changes as well and how everything goes in a cycle. Here we go. The moon shows us the regularity of cycles and teaches about the importance of change. So to me, this is indicating a change is coming. That's the one I'm going to go with. That's the one I'm stopping at. The moon to me is indicating a change for us, the ending of a cycle. And that's why, and I still feel like that because I feel like that's what the judgment card is here for. It's going to bring truth that's going to end a cycle for us. And I feel like we're breaking a generational curse somehow. That's what I feel like. Or we're literally going to be going through something that our moms went through. But somehow I feel like I just heard the spirit say, somehow we're going to fare better. We're going to fare better than our mothers. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to fare better than our mothers. That's what I just heard, so I had to say that. Moving on to the general tarot cards. Remember, the first card that came out was the Ace of Cups in reverse. Let me go get that. We're in the Pentacles. I need to get to the Cups quickly. Quickly. I moved too soon. Okay, guys, please bear with me. Bear with me. We got three more cards. Three more cards to clarify, and then I will be out of your way, okay? Hopefully this is resonating with some of you guys already even now. Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups in reverse deals with a false heart, instability, and an issue that keeps happening over and over and over again. Okay. So with this judgment, I feel like the truth is going to be revealed maybe about somebody's heart not being true to this union. And remember, I told you guys how for some of us, we're in the Nine of Swords energy because we feel as though we've been false somehow. Like some of us can feel like we've been trying to be happy in this union, but we've been unsure We've been unsure, and for some of us, we was unsure because we was looking back to our past, looking at an ex or something, thinking about an ex. Okay, we've been thinking about an ex. Some of us have been trying to get with this union because we know that it's possibly good for us or whatever, but our heart may not be in it. I hope that's not true. I fucking hope that's not true. Please excuse my French. For others, I really, really, really feel like this false heart could still be in conjunction also with that. Okay, I feel like it's twofold, right? I feel that for us, those of us who feel that, maybe we really are the chosen ones in this union, guys, I feel like maybe, just maybe, we are we did have this false heart. We weren't sure. It wasn't that we were trying to be fake, but we literally we wasn't 100% sure about this union and if the person was really where we were supposed to be. So it's like we were trying to get down with the get down, but we couldn't. And mentally speaking, we knew that we weren't sure. So we felt like we were lying and we were being deceptive because we knew that all the time we were thinking about it and we wasn't sure. I'm not going to put that out there because I'm not. I don't need to even be touching that. I don't need to be touching that. So that's one way of reading it. That's for some of us who I feel is the chosen ones. I could be wrong, but that's who I feel is the chosen one. Now, the one who is the karmic, or to me, the one who is the ex that's coming back, who or whatever, who could be phony and fake as well, and her coming back, this could be also dealing with her, which is why basically truth is about to be revealed about all of it. Okay, it's about to be revealed about it all, like whether or not our heart truly was false with good reason or false for no good reason, and in fact about this ex coming back, that her heart isn't pure, her heart isn't really with the relationship. It's not really in the union. Okay. Um, the next card that came up is the devil card in reverse. I always felt like the devil, when I said this before, I said that I felt like this was really the end of the man's energy or toxic energy. But now with it coming out with the judgment card, yeah, I feel like it can still pertain to that, but it could also pertain to the energy of the person who's going to reveal that they wasn't being true. Maybe they had codependency issues that they're coming out of. Maybe this is the ending of their karmic cycle, of their soulmate contract, of their soul union, or of the person who could think that they're the chosen one. Who knows? I mean, this could, as far as I'm concerned, this is still up in the air, even though I feel that in the earlier general reading, I could see how the understanding I originally received was that some of us were in our head, we're thinking about a past relationship, but that really is over. It seemed like it really is over. Why am I doing this? Put that down. It seems like we were thinking about and reflecting on a past relationship, maybe thinking that it's going to come back up again or something. But what I wound up seeing as I kept laying out the cards is that all that I saw was what happened in the past relationship with the Six of Cups coming out. With the Six of Cups, I said that I think that somebody's going to come and they're going to offer something. So they may explain or give clarity and insight into what really happened, where maybe you can get this closure or something, or I don't know. Um, or they may come back trying to get with you, but I feel like, what I saw following that past energy, which is what really happened in some of our past, which was that we had a tower moment. Somebody was scheming on us, and it led to the breakdown and the breakup of that particular relationship and a heartbreak. It was for a span of 2 to 3 years, I mentioned. And right after that, right after us getting over that, or at least releasing the hurt and the pain that came with that tower moment, to the best of our ability, right after that, the person that we're currently with came into our lives. A lot of us moved, we up and moved, changed residence to be with this person. Okay. It's a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that had a lot of earth energy or a lot of earth influence in their life. Or it could be vice versa, an earth sign who had fire sign influences in their life. From there, we started life with them, and it's like we leveled up, okay? And from there, we're going to come into this Nine of Pentacles energy as the woman, also operating in our High Priestessness. And the man is operating in the Seven of Pentacles energy, and the devil in reverse was on top of his energy. So I was saying that I felt like this was definitely a full-fledged relationship, okay? Especially with the Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles being next to each other, and it's a man and a woman. I felt like it was representative of a relationship. And that devil energy is going to be the end of a karmic relationship or a soulmate union, or it was at least the end of the male's energy possibly being perceived as the devil or just toxic energy, okay? I felt like that devil energy was representing the energy that the man could very well be operating in. Okay, stop doing this, Jude. What are you doing? So with that being said, with the devil showing itself again with this judgment, I just kind of feel like this is going to bring clarity to this situation. Also, we also read what the traditional meaning of the devil in reverse means, and it means that someone could die an evil like death. And when I explained evil, I meant that it could be from toxic behavior. It could just be something sudden. It could be a bad death. It could be murder, as opposed to a natural cause, something like that. I pray that that is not the case. And I will go on record saying that again. I pray that that is not the case. I pray that this is more so about the end of deception, even. Because the devil card could deal with deception. With judgment coming out and these people are freaking naked, I feel like truth is definitely going to be revealed here as whatever this situation is. And all parties involved are going to have to catch it and get it. The next card that came out was the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there are some new beginnings that are coming, but they are probably delayed as of now. Let's go to the Wands. Let's go to the Wands. The Ace of Wands in reverse deals with some clouded joy. So I feel like it's still talking about the same stuff, man. It could deal with clouded joy. It could deal with someone kind of like falling. I feel like a fall from grace somehow. That could be in life or work. Damn. That also talks about a violent, untimely death. Or it could also deal with just a block in creative spark, a block in new beginnings, a block in ideas, a block in communication, a block in birthing new work experiences or new life experiences, okay? See, so this judgment to me is going to have to come because I feel like maybe this relationship itself could be blocking new beginnings for somebody in this union. Could be all parties or it could be a specific party. So I'm going to have to clarify that. Most High, please clarify the Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Please clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse, please. Please clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Holy Spirit, help us to clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, I've got the Ten of Swords that came up upright. So, shoot. Feeling defeated. Self-sabotage here, okay? If I'm not mistaken, I think that that's what the... If I'm not mistaken, that is what the Swords deals with. That's right. Self-sabotage. So this affliction, this pain that some of us is feeling like we in, and I feel like this is that person that's been in this Swords energy, which was me and possibly you, who's coming through watching this video. You could be participating in some self-sabotage. That could be part of your devilish behavior, your codependent behavior. And also it could be that this relationship itself could be aiding in you, sabotaging yourself. I don't know, guys. Jeez Louise. I hope not. King of Pentacles came out and showed itself. Wow. So self-sabotage. So somebody is blocking their own new beginnings. Goddamn. The following card after that is the Eight of Swords, which that's just going right into, that's going, all three of those are together. The reason that you feel like you're stuck and you're blocked and you can't move forward is because of us. Like, we somehow have bound our own selves. And if this is not, in fact, our energy, those who we feel are the chosen ones, this is probably the energy of that other woman. Like, she's not really bound. I'll just say this for both of us. This could be both of our energy or one or the other. Take it as it resonates. But somebody could be blocking themselves. Like, you're not bound to this situation for real, for real. You just think that you are. And because you think you are, you are. So the Empress turned up in reverse, just showed itself. So because of that, you're not operating in your highest, best, abundant self. The Knight of Pentacles also just flew out. That's earth energy. That's being slow and steady, being able to work for what you want, and definitely getting it. So some of us haven't been doing, we haven't worked. We're being so cautious, probably unnecessarily so. Queen of Cups just showed herself. We are sweet, loving people. Knight of Pentacles flew back out again, so I'm going to leave it out on the table. We're sweet people. We can get this energy. We can be in the Knight of Pentacles energy. We can get money. We just have to choose to do that. I feel like some of us don't want to have to do it slow and steady. We probably we don't want to have to work so hard for the coin. But that might be what we need. We need that earth energy. We're so stuck in our heads and thinking about everything, we actually need to get up off of our behinds and really do something. And this whole relationship, this whole situation, I feel is pushing us towards that. That's what I get, is pushing us towards that. All right, I'm going to stop clarifying that. And the last and final card that came out is the Six of Pentacles. For me, even though this could deal with the Libra, this could also be Earth's sign energy as well. So it could be a Libra with heavy Earth sign energy or heavily influenced by the Earth. Or it could be an Earth sign heavily influenced by air. But I feel like it seems like somebody could feel like they getting crumbs. And another person can feel like they missing out all together. And they just kind of waiting for their turn. They're waiting for their turn. And I actually feel like the one that's getting crumbs, wow. The one that's getting crumbs, and since I'm talking about this Six of Pentacles, I feel like these two cards that just came out are really clarifying. They're really clarifying the Six of Pentacles. So I'll read that as such in a few minutes. The Six of Pentacles energy is the man as well. It's the King of Swords, because that literally just came out. So that's clarifying the Six of Pentacles energy. I still feel like he's trying to balance between these two women. But somebody still feels like they're lacking, okay? One person feels like they're just getting crumbs. The other person is still waiting for him to even acknowledge her. Okay, and if this is if that's really a woman with two different men going on, okay, that's fine. Guess what shows itself again? Juggling. I'm going to put that out on there. High Priestess. I feel like that's confirming the intuition and all of that. And then last and finally, the Fool in reverse. So that's actually not good. That's not a good card to me. But anyways, that actually, yeah, I feel like that goes with this. But the Fool in reverse, I just feel like maybe somebody is not going to be the fool anymore. I really don't think that that's going to be dealing with the traditional, but it could. So I'll read it. Let me get that now. But I wanted to say something though about the person getting the crumbs. I feel like the person that's getting the crumbs, I feel like that could be the ex, right? And that the other person that's just kind of waiting for their turn could be the one who I'm gonna just call you the chosen one, okay? Um, may not have to be the case, but that's what I'm being led to call you. You're the chosen one. And even though that person is getting crumbs, they're also still ungrateful for what they're receiving. They still want more. And you, as the chosen one, you're over here just waiting on your turn to get something, get acknowledged. Okay. And you know what? I feel like this keeps going back and forth. So both of the women, and let me not just say I feel, like I know that this resonates with me personally in my situation. Both ladies actually feel like they're not getting, what they deserve. Both parties. Okay. And both of you guys are feeling that way. Even if you guys don't both know that about each other, you both are feeling the same way. You're both feeling the same. I feel like the one in the blue on this card, they're trying to be patient and wait, for their turn, but they're still asking, like, hey, what about me? What about me? And it seems like this person in the blue, their attention is on their lover, but their lover's attention is back on the ex. Like, this could be the way that the chosen one feels. You're giving to this woman. Meanwhile, that woman could feel like he's only giving me crumbs. And somebody like, okay, but he's giving you something though. Vice versa. Remember I said this could be both of y'all feeling this way. So the other way that I read this is that actually the ex could be the one in the blue and she's holding her hand out, wanting something, and she could feel like his focus is actually on you, the chosen one. And you over here like, girl, I'm only getting a little bit, okay? And in her mind, she's like, but you getting something? And meanwhile, King of Swords here is just still trying to balance it out with both of you. He trying to be generous to both of you. The next card after the King of Swords came up, which I did feel like is clarifying this Six of Pentacles energy, was the Wheel of Fortune. So something is about to change. Something is about to change, you guys. A cycle is ending. So remember how a little bit earlier I was talking about it could be that somebody about to get ready to write text or give some form of communication about how, you know, they've been trying to enjoy this. They've been trying to be happy about this. They've been trying to be like they were down for this union, but they're really not, right? I think that that's what this whole end of the cycle is going to be. But again, I've been saying that even with this devil card in reverse, I've been feeling like this is going to be the end of a karmic cycle. Whatever that may mean for you guys' relationships and my own. Whatever that may mean. You know, this could have been karmic all the way around for everybody involved. Or it's just karmic for two people. And meanwhile, it's a real relationship for the other two. Because I think it's a third party situation. I'm going to tell you that now. I think that the devil energy represents the man that's involved here. And these two are representing the two women. It doesn't have to be that, but that's how I'm understanding this. That's how I'm reading this right now. So, and there's three people on that card as well. You see what I'm saying? Or three entities on that card as well. So that's why I say that. And also, I know that third party situations are going on. And so I said it was going to be the end of those. And I still feel that way with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel it's divine. It's a divine shift taking place. Now, let me read the understanding of the Fool card in reverse, the traditional understanding. The Fool card in reverse traditionally means that someone is being negligent, somebody is going to be absent, and it could deal with vanity. So, with that also kind of clarifying the Six of Pentacles here, I just feel like that's how one of the ladies is going to feel. They're going to feel like you're being negligent towards me. You're never here, and so deuces. I'm finished. I'm good. I don't have to be here. I don't need this. It could be them being vain with doing that. Okay. They could feel like, listen, I'm supposed to be the one. I'm supposed to do this. I look better. Maybe not by looks per se, but just by I have this, I have that, I have this. You should want to be with me. I have what you need, or I have what you're looking for. And in essence, there is still something possibly lacking, at least from the King of Swords opinion. Okay. Yeah. The last and final card was the Wheel of Fortune, guys. So I'm going to stop trying to clarify that. These are all the cards that came out to clarify the Judgment card. So I said all that to say that I feel like the truth is going to come out about somebody's heart in this situation, really about everybody's heart in this circumstance. And what will be revealed, I think, is going to literally be the end of one relationship and the beginning of another one. One that's divine, one that's supposed to be, oh my God, why is it powering off? That's fine. I'm about to come to an end with this anyway. One that is true and in line with the universe. Okay. So we're going to put that back in the deck. Where's my other? Are you working, phone? You're at 18%. I might be able to do something with that.
This is Groove On with Sylvia. Now your radio is really turned on.
We're going to jam that. We're going to get ready to put that on the charger. We're going to jam this as we're picking up everything and putting it back up. Okay, let's see. So the next cards that we're getting ready to clarify are the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, the Tower, and the Seven of Wands. And we still have another thing to do. Gosh, I forgot. Y'all, I just try to give all the messages as I can, okay? Please forgive me if I take too long. I apologize. I'm working on getting better with that. Shortening all of this. Most High, please help us to clarify the Six of Cups. What's going on in the Six of Cups? What are some of the energies in the Six of Cups? The Page of Wands just flew out, the Hermit, and the Justice card. Let's go with that. The Page of Wands to me deals with like new insight, new opportunities with work. Yes, that's not the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry, Page of Wands. So it's dealing with being newly inspired. It is new work, new inspiration, new information about life and or work. It could be someone who is a younger man or a lover. I would just say that a new love. This was a new love that came. And this is clarifying the Six of Cups. This was a new love. I gotta read this the way it's coming. I feel like this was a new love that came after a period of deep introspection, and it was seen as justice. Okay, it was seen as justice taking place. I need to clarify some more, but let me also get this Hermit card in reverse and see what that's talking about. Mm. Wow. So the Hermit in reverse can deal with concealing a matter or hiding oneself. It can deal with being in disguise. And it can deal with unreasonable caution. And the word policy comes up here. I'm not entirely sure what that deals with. But the thing that stands out for me is unreasonable caution. And what I heard was that what I get from unreasonable caution was that there was a reason, like when this new love happened for you in the past, when it happened for you, it came after a period of deep introspection, I think, maybe even prayer. I even feel like you, because, and again, this resonate with me, so I have to tell this the way I feel it. I went through this. I feel that a person was by themselves. They had a lot of time to think, okay? Um, you had a lot of time to think about yourself, about things that you could work on, and even about things that you desired in a future spouse and mate. And you put those things into prayers, you sent them up to the Most High's petitions, and yeah, when they came and you thought you was recognizing these things as answered prayers in the new person that you were seeing, in the new person of interest at this time in your past, you were concerned. Uh-oh, somebody calling me from Houston, Texas. Give me a minute, you guys. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. That was a phone call. Um, that I needed. I didn't have to take it, but I didn't want to just leave the person hanging like that. Anyway, so yeah, after prayers and stuff like that, this person, it seems like they came into your life shortly after that, and you were concerned that you you were being cautious, and the reason you were being cautious was because you really wanted to make sure that you were not tripping. Okay, you wanted to make sure that you weren't tripping, basically. What am I trying to say to you guys? You wanted to make sure that you weren't tripping and misreading signals and signs that the person was giving you. And you didn't want to just say that this person was in fact the answer to your prayers if they were not. Okay. Um, but with this saying that you had unreasonable caution, I guess it just, to me, that makes it seem like you weren't wrong. It was unfounded. You had no reason to second guess yourself, which is really strange. Kind of strange, honestly, to me. Anyway, with the Justice card coming out, hmm, with the Justice card coming out, first of all, we know that this could deal with a Libra. I feel like it could also deal with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, any of the air signs, because there's a sword here. I feel like it's something spiritual here because with this beautiful purple, violet, um, curtain back there, I feel like something divine was going on. You know, it could have just been justice for that time. It could have been justice for that time for you. Hmm. Let's get the justice card. Talks about fairness, equality, balance, vindication. So yeah, I feel like with this relationship happening, it came across as a vindication, a form of vindication for you. That's how I feel. I know that resonates with my whole life. Okay. The so basically, um some of you guys could have been getting talked about for some reason. I don't know. You could have been getting talked about for some reason. Oh shoot, more information. More information coming out about this. So I'm gonna put these all out here and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop for a little while, I think. Yeah, so with the justice card, this for you, this seemed like an answered prayer, and it also seemed as if it was also being used spiritually as vindication for you. It was to shut some other people up who were talking, I think, about you. But that's just because that's literally what really happened to me. Um, the next card that came up after the Justice card when I was still shuffling was the Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Swords in reverse deals with mind games. It deals with someone who will really literally argue to prove a point at the expense of, hurting people that they care about. That's how I understand the Five of Swords energy. You'll argue. And even if, let's just say you're not an arguer, let's just say that you're a person who you like to do stuff. You like to um, do things abruptly, rashly to prove a point. Okay? That's what the Five of Swords normally deals with for me. But with this being in reverse, I feel like this could be a block in that energy or it could mean something else. So let me go ahead and go get this swords. Let's get the Five of Swords in reverse. Oh wow, the Five of Swords in reverse. So somebody has passed. I feel like somebody has passed. Somebody has died. And this is somebody connected to your ex. Somebody in your ex's life has passed on. As I'm saying this, the Seven of Swords pops out. And I really feel like it's popped out to be dealing with the Five of Swords energy. Whoever this was had Seven of Swords energy with them. And the Seven of Swords energy deals with somebody who um is a schemer. They create secret plans. They abandon ship, or that's what they were scheming about doing. And all the while they were pretending like everything was still the same. Like that was the scheme, to pretend like everything was normal. All the while they intended on abandoning ship. hmm And it could also deal with arguing. So in this past relationship, there was somebody that you argued with a great deal. For me, this was my ex's mom. This was my ex's mom. So I don't wish death upon anyone, but it could be that she has passed. All right, I'm going to stop. The Page of Cups just came out after some other cards. Okay, so boom. After that, Seven of Swords energy just was there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next card that came up after the Five of Swords, and that was the Two of Pentacles upright. And I feel like this was about juggling, and I think that this was something that in the past the male energy felt like they could do. They felt like they could juggle between you and someone else. So for me, it was a mom figure. For you, it could have been anything. It could have been friends. It could have been work. Okay. Um but whatever it was a recurring theme. It was a recurring energy. Kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like they wasn't really doing a good job of juggling. the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I felt like somebody wasn't being emotionally fulfilled. The happy family that somebody wanted, they didn't see it coming to. They didn't see it happening. Also, with this person who was juggling and all that kind of stuff, and who was led to, play mind games and be mentally manipulative and controlling or whatever, and operate in this Seven of Swords energy, they see that them doing that aided in this energy, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So let's get that. Four of Swords. So the Ten of Cups in reverse deals with, yeah, says indignation and violence. And for me, violence doesn't have to be physical violence. It doesn't have to be you physically harming a person. Violence can be deception. Violence can be lies that leave somebody hurt, or heartbroken. Violence could be exactly what happened. I know what happened for me. Literally, somebody was scheming and they decided to leave me high and dry. Okay, so for some of you guys, some of y'all could have had a person run out on y'all, especially when it came to rent or an apartment or a lease. Um, or it could be just with other things, money issues. Okay, or just the relationship itself. You could have thought that y'all was gonna be in it, and then before you knew it, when stuff started getting hard, and some other work was required, emotional, that they didn't feel like they wanted to give or had the time to give, they dipped out. Okay? When real love had to come into play, maybe, not saying that they didn't love you or that you were the only person offering this love, but maybe emotionally speaking, it was something that they could have been scared of. And so in the meantime, there was some scheming and plotting going on, and they dipped out on you. Okay? And that was the violence. That's what I said all that to say. That could be a form of violence. Like when you just break somebody's heart and you do something not considering how it could affect them, that could be considered as violence, okay? Um yeah. But I feel like somebody is regretting that now. When I say somebody, I'm going to say this is that person's energy. This is all clarifying the Six of Cups. So I do feel like this is somebody's ex. Possibly a man, most likely. It's a man coming back who did this, okay? And they're coming back because they've thought about it. They've been in a funk. They've been in depression. Now, this depression could be in regards to, remember I said the Five of Swords in reverse could also deal with somebody dying or an untimely death or something like that. So, the person that they care for who was manipulating them or who was talking about manipulating you in the situation, that person could have since died, and this could also be why they're feeling depressed and sad, okay? But I also feel like it has everything to do with the fact that they allow a person to manipulate and control them and to do something mean to you, um, and hurt you, and now that person is gone. And now they're all alone. All alone. Oh, that's so cool. Three cups are spilled over. For some of you guys, you could have also been in a third party situation, even in the last relationship. Maybe it was with a family member, and not another person, but you had to vie for the attention of your person, and you felt like there was a competition between maybe the mom and you, the father and you, if it's the man, vice versa, or whatever. For my situation, it was the mom. So, yeah, you could have been involved in a third party situation, but that's ended. It's gone now. Those three cups, they're finished. They're spilled out. There are two cups left standing here. I feel like this person is going to be coming back with an offer, okay? And you may even see them as a little boy. Like, I don't know, but you might see them as a little boy who, or they may have that humility coming to you saying, you know what, I'm sorry. Let me tell you what happened. And I feel like they're going to spill the tea. They're going to tell you everything. The Page of Cups tends to deal with being creative, inspired, learning artistically, and artistic expression. Okay? What do I get from that? Okay, this person could be very artsy. This person could be extremely artsy. They could be very creative, good with their hands, um, an artist of some sort, musically inclined, all that. Okay, let's clarify some more and let's I'm gonna put this up and I'm still asking to clarify the Six of Cups energy. I need a couple more things, I think. Most High, please clarify some more of the energy of this Six of Cups, the Hierophant. So for some of you guys could have been married to this person. Could be an ex-husband or ex-wife. Okay, this is so weird. They could be at a distance from you, and I say that because the Six of okay, the Hierophant came out. So, this could go a couple different ways. Like, yeah, I know the marriage could be involved with this or a committed union, but also the Ace of Swords, okay? I feel like this person could also have gotten back on their spiritual tip somehow. Like, they could have gotten very, very spiritual. They could be now at their peak of their spiritual awakening or something. They could be a leader at this point, spiritually speaking, or they could know what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. Um, I feel like this person could be possibly traveling to see you or wanting to travel to see you. They, but they're definitely at a distance from you. Damn. Six of Swords. Let's go get that real quick. Six of Swords is talking about leaving, accepting help. It can also mean moving up. It can also mean a trip, like specifically a journey by water, whatever that means. Some of you guys could take a cruise or something, or somebody could have to take a ship. The Three of Swords also came up. For me, the Three of Swords definitely deals with heartbreak, betrayal. It could also deal with a third party situation. Okay? This is crazy. I feel like with this still describing and clarifying the past circumstances, I feel like this is what happened. This is still talking about what actually really happened. You guys had said that y'all were going to be married to each other or that you were going to be married. You guys had both traveled overseas. This could be the case for some of you guys, or at least you had both traveled somehow to get to one another. It wasn't on purpose that I think that you were traveling, but y'all were both traveling and y'all met maybe abroad, or you met, you know, and you guys were from two different places. Um, and once y'all did get together and stuff like that, it did lead to a heartbreak. Both parties, I feel like, could have experienced some betrayal in the union. The Three of Swords could also deal with. Ooh. The Three of Swords could also deal with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? The next card that came up, though, was the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's going to be some sudden clarity that's divinely orchestrated that's about to come out. And it's going to bring some healing. I feel like there's a Leo. Um, there's a Leo involved in this situation. Ooh, the Sun card came out. I also feel like this sudden clarity is going to bring healing. For some of you, it like specifically probably for the Leo, I feel like it could free you up to be who you really are, to be your true self. I really think it's gonna bring some form of healing. There's going to be some sudden clarity, sudden communication that brings clarity, and it's just going to light up your world. It's also going to make you very happy. Okay, that's with the Sun card. I know it'll make you extremely happy. Um, I feel like in the past in this relationship, you were definitely operating in the Queen of Cups energy. You were in the Queen of Cups energy for sure. Let's get that real quick. And after this, I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading because I'm hungry. I got foods to get ready to make. The Queen of Cups is emotionally nurturing. So I feel like this person really saw you as emotionally nurturing, intuitive, very sensitive, honest, devoted. Okay, why is this? I don't know. Yeah, but in the past, in this relationship, this was the way that you were. You were nurturing, devoted, loving, very intelligent. Um, you were wise, whether the person really understood that or not. Not make this shit up. The world card just flew out, so I feel like that's definitely a cycle ending and another one beginning. And this is crazy to me. This is kind of scary for me. This is scary for me personally. We're gonna find out. I'm not even gonna go no further, but we're gonna find out. All right. Yeah, that the Queen of Cups is how the person viewed you. How they viewed you in the past. God damn it. All right. I'm going to stop because if I don't, we'll keep on. We'll be here. The Ace of Cups came up in reverse again. The Ace of Cups in reverse deals with a false heart. It could deal with instability, and it could also deal with a revolving issue. Okay. So I kind of feel like I think that this is a warning to be careful because maybe this person is going to try to come back, okay? And this person is going to try to tell you about everything. They're going to probably bring closure, everything, offer an apology, but they're also going to offer another relationship with you. But I don't feel as though it's for the right reasons, okay? I don't feel that it's going to be totally true. Especially with the Page of Cups coming, I feel like it could be um somewhat that the person is still somewhat immature somehow. Like maybe they're coming back because they ran out of something. Do not pick up those cards again, Janae. Maybe, and I just heard bread and butter. It could be that they bread and butter ran out, and they coming back to you for you to be that person that you were to them in the past. You know, but they're still unstable. It's still not sure. Okay. Um, I don't know. Like, I feel like the love is going to be unrequited. Okay. The Queen of Swords is also here in reverse. So let me go ahead and go back and read the Queen of Swords in reverse, though. I feel like, also with the Sun card, another thing I need to say is that not only is the Sun card talking about healing and assured success and all of that kind of stuff, I feel like it's also talking about everything is going to work out just the way that it should. Okay. All right, I gotta cut the music off. Everything is going to work out the way that it should. And I feel like this is going to happen all after some sudden information comes forth and sudden clarity. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone now. Okay. So with that being said, I feel like the ex is gonna try to come back and everything because yeah, he been reflecting, and I do feel like somebody either mama passed away or uh, something that they consider to be a lifeline, but that was also very manipulative to them and all that kind of stuff. Somebody that they did some of their dirty work with when they were with you. Okay, their accomplice in that situation. That person either dies or leaves them somehow, and this is gonna be what drives them to start thinking about you again and even wanting to come back and even expose themselves. Okay, but that clarity is gonna help you see some things better. Okay. Queen of Swords, that's what I was looking for in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse talks about widowhood, female sadness, embarrassment. It can talk about somebody leaving her, unable to reproduce. You could be in mourning or separation, and you could also have a lack of basic necessities. What I feel like is that this is the energy that you have been in probably for some time now. Like you probably was stuck. You couldn't even take care of yourself like you were supposed to because your mind was so taken aback after this situation. Yeah, I think that's the case because the Nine of Swords just came back out again. But that's in reverse. I feel like that's going to be coming to an end, but it don't have to be. Okay, let's see what cards is up here. Up, the Tower. So that was destroyed, or it's going to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed. I feel like your ex is not going to have a chance with you. That's what I feel. Your ex is not going to have a chance with you. Like when that breakup happened, that was the end. That was the end. The Tower came out first, and then this came out. The Eight of Cups. So I feel like this could be the both of y'all energy. You know, the breakup had to happen, and both of like the guy left because he felt like he could do better than you or whatever. And after the Tower moment happened, though, you eventually also had to leave. I feel like this was an emotional letting go. Okay. Um, and with the Tower card coming out again, I see the number 3 with that, and I really feel like it took 2 to 3 years for um for you as the chosen one, I think, to let go of the union and really walk away from it emotionally because you were still connected to it. You were still holding on, hoping for a new beginning. With this being the 8 of Cups, 8 for me is a number that I've read deals with new beginnings. And so I feel like you were hoping for a new beginning with this relationship, but it wasn't coming. And after the Tower moment, and after you finally letting go of that, your world changed. That cycle shifted. Well, I feel like it's about to come back around again, and this guy is going to come back. He's going to try to tell you everything, which you already knew about it, because your intuition is everything, okay? You already knew everything that he's going to tell you. Your spirit already let you know. And ultimately, you're going to also be able to tell that he's not sincere. And on top of that, he messed up. His chance is gone, okay? It's gone with you, I think. With the World card here, the World card talks about assured success, but it also talks about, I think, the ending of a cycle. Let's get the World card. The World card, assured success. It could also talk about travel of some sort and a change of place. So this could be present energy for some of us, or this could be past energy. Now, all of this is clarifying past energy. This was supposed to be clarifying. Even though I started talking in present tense about somebody offering something, but all of this did happen in the past. You know, after the Tower happened, you were heartbroken and you wound up having to, walk away from this situation. But in the end, it wound up being what was best for you. If you were out of the country, you went back to your hometown. That ended that journey for you. This is also 21. So to me, this is another 3. This is another 3. I feel like you guys were there. I know I was in my place for 2 years, almost 3. So the 2s resonate with me with that. And I held on to hope for the union for about 3 years. And then the Star card happens, and a prayer and a wish, that you were hoping for was fulfilled in the form of this same man that has come back out again. So I'm going to stop there because I feel like that answered part of my questions, a couple questions. Remember how the Six of Pentacles came out representing your current man, the one who's got you possibly in a third party situation right now. The Six of Pentacles came out representing him, and he's who came out after the Star card. So I feel like he truly is the answer to your prayers, okay? The Six of Pentacles and the King of Swords man, they're the same man, okay? And we already clarified that a little bit earlier in this reading. I'm going to stop there with this because we can go on and on. We don't need to, though. We need to get on to the Tower. This has been a very long reading, guys. I hope you stick around. I apologize if you do not, but I hope you stick around. And I certainly hope this gives you the insight and clarity that you need. Most High, can you give me one card from this deck that will talk about the energy that was surrounding? Okay. The energy that was surrounding the Tower card. Okay. This Tower card was still also clarifying past. This came up after the Six of Cups. So this was, to me, this was still dealing with the past energy, okay? So that's what this is still going to, to me, this is still going to have energy surrounding what was going on in your previous relationship before the present one that you're in now, okay? So let me get my stuff out. Pluto. What does Pluto deal with? So Pluto, it deals with human experiences, nothing less than life, death, rebirth, and sex. And tied in with these ideas are issues of power and control, as well as finding personal freedom from confining mindset. Wow. Okay. And fire. So, what I get from that was that there was a lot of passion here, but that passion oftentimes turned into anger. I do feel like a fire sign um, is present. Remember, I said a Leo, so I do feel like that confirms that it was for sure a fire sign, but it could be also Leo, Sagittarius, or Arian energy. Okay, I myself am a Leo, but yeah, I feel like some religious beliefs played a part in this union, and spiritual beliefs in this Tower energy. What else? And just the need for finding oneself. Okay. I think personally for myself, I didn't realize, I didn't realize a lot in this union. And I learned after the Tower moment happened that I was the one who had some limited beliefs and some limiting beliefs. Not just me, he probably did too, but I was so focused on him and pointing the finger at him that I didn't see the ones that were showing me where I lacked. Oh, we're not going to do this. This is what we're not going to do. We're going to stop doing this. Most High, please give us another card for the energy surrounding this Tower issues, please. I feel like this was really about also spiritual growth for us. Okay, this is about spiritual growth for us too. Even if we weren't really ready, it was supposed to happen. What energy was this? The Moon. Issues with the mother. This is definitely true because him and his mama had issues as far as I was concerned. And I also feel like there needed to be a change with that. And the number 5 is represented here to me with this card. The Moon card says 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. So some changes needed to happen. There were some cycles that were going on there that needed to be changed. And I don't think that they probably would have been changed without this relationship happening and without the tower moment, even though he did listen to his mom a great deal, I feel that this could have been the beginning of his spiritual awakening just as much as it was the beginning of my own. Jupiter also just came out. Jupiter deals with spirituality, optimism, and faith. Okay. So I just kind of feel like there, and luck and expansion. So yeah, I do feel like this was a spiritual thing for the both of us. Like this person needed to grow, the man, the ex-man or the ex-woman, for if you're a male, they needed to grow just as much as you did. This relationship was a spiritual one. And I feel like it was just, I feel that it could have been, you know, really just to help both parties grow. Uranus just came out, and I forget what Uranus deals with. So we got to figure that out right now. Uranus deals with individuality, humanitarian service, um, a desire for freedom, the bigger picture, big thoughts, big changes. Okay. So yeah, it was a lot of stuff that needed to come out. And I feel like I know that with my ex, he was always talking about a bigger picture, bigger this, bigger that. I feel like that's Aquarian energy to me. They're very huge with humanitarian service and philanthropy. Yeah, philanthropy. So they could have a lot of Aquarius somewhere in the chart. Um, but yeah, this is true, and I feel that overall, this fire action, I feel like this is talking about this tower moment had to happen, and it had to happen for both of us. Had to happen for both of us. With the moon card, the moon talks about cycles. It talks about, and a cycle to me is something that recurs all the time. Okay, you can kind of bank on it or what have you. It also talks about the need for change, how this changes. Cycles are changes still as well that we go through, and also it deals with issues with the maternal figure. And I felt like him and his mom, they were very very close. Almost to the point where I feel like he couldn't make decisions without her and all these types of things, even though he didn't believe, he said I was wrong, which I could be. But his mom had a very heavy influence in his life to the point where I feel like he could not live and be as a person. So who knows? And two, he could have had some desires to be free, but you know, Mercury was at the bottom here, and I was led to look here. So I feel like also things with communication and our ideas and getting points across, they were all also issues in the tower. I felt like we couldn't see eye to eye. I felt that we just seemed to view things so drastically different that we just couldn't get on one accord. We couldn't get on the same page. Um, no matter what we did, no matter how much we tried talking about it. So that's that with that. I feel that that clarified that good enough. And now we're moving on to the last and final card here, you guys. The Seven of Wands. I do still have another thing to clarify. I had two questions that I wanted to ask of the Most High to give us insight on. And I will still do that before I go, especially since it's already a long, drawn out reading. This is the extended. You're going to get everything that you came here for that I told you I was going to give you. So, the Seven of Wands here. Most High, please clarify the Seven of Wands energy. What is this Seven of Wands energy about, Most High? Would you please allow the card to flip over and out? Okay. We got one card. It's the Nine of Pentacles. I felt like, remember, this Seven of Wands was talking about um how when we came out of the tower moment and the Knight of Wands energy rushed in and saved us, like the knight, he is at this time and at this point in our lives for us. It was like an elevation of some sort, okay? Just an elevation in a lot of different ways, life and work. And with this Nine of Pentacles flying out, first and foremost, I really feel like this was what was happening for the woman here. This elevation was spiritual and it was physical. It was about becoming independent. It was about becoming the best version of yourself, a woman who can take care of herself, who can provide for herself. It was judgment. It was judgment for you. It was a change. It was the change that you needed. Let me go get judgment. A rebirth, a new phase, okay? A change of position. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles coming out again. So I just really, I feel like this relationship was, yeah. It has also, the Judgment card has everything also to do with the inner calling. Okay. So I feel like it could have been very much spiritual, you know, very much spiritual and very much part of your spiritual journey. This Seven of Wands energy. Wow. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. This person came offering you, I mean, swiftly too. They are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in the chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius somewhere in the chart, and possibly Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo somewhere in the chart as well. But baby, this seven, and I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is still the same guy here, our guy that's present that we're with right now. And the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles keeps coming up, and I keep seeing that in this reading as describing the two who are supposed to be together. That be the chosen one, and not the ex, but the man that came in after the ex. Okay. He is who came in with an offer to give you stability in a relationship. Okay? I don't know why these little two little funky sword cards supposed to trying to come out. Hmm. The nine of swords, the eight of swords just came back out, and the 10 of swords, but I don't really feel them. I don't feel them. I'm gonna keep on going. If they come out again, maybe I'll read them as such, and I'll believe that maybe I was supposed to. But yeah, with this Seven of Wands, I'm telling you, you two, it seems like with y'all coming back up again to me, that y'all were supposed to be together. Like this is also destiny here. And this man came in offering you something for real. I feel like if any of you guys are like my situation was, the ex guy didn't come offering you anything. That was kind of like a happenstance type of relationship. It could have been a relationship out of convenience or one that kind of suddenly happened. Um, Again, it was new. You know, it was, to me, it was new, immature. It was sudden. It came out of like nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it was still childish. With this Knight, I feel like okay. I feel like this Knight energy is more sure of what they want. Okay, this is somebody who knows what they want and they are coming after it. Okay, so yeah, that's the energy that this person that you're with now has come in, and he's kept showing up as a Knight and the Seven of Pentacles in these readings. The next card that came out that I am going to take, that is three, is the Eight of Wands. To me, with his offer, he came in with sudden communication, sudden messages, be it telephone, inboxing, whatever. And he started talking to you and started putting these ideas in your head. Okay. The Chariot came up reversed. Whew, excuse me. Okay. these two make sense together, because at first they weren't about to make sense to me separate. Okay, so once that sudden communication came in from this Knight of Cups, who we know now is our we know him as our present boo thing and beau. The King of Wands came up. It was originally in reverse, but when I just picked it up, it's up right now. But anyway, when he came in and started talking to us, initially, I feel like the reason that this chariot could be upside down is because we were reluctant to move forward. We were very reluctant. We didn't know, if this was the right thing for us to do. We felt like he could have been scheming up to no good, plotting. We felt like he could have had a hidden agenda. But it seems like this King of Wands was, he was just sure of himself. This is a fire sign energy. So a lot of us could have been dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries man. I see Scorpio represented here as well, and some earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So this could be a fire sign to have earth energy in the chart somewhere important. But the point is, like, we could have felt like this person was coming in being sneaky or, scheming. Wow. Okay. But in all actuality, this person seems to be coming up, straightforward. Let's see what the King of Wands energy represents. Ooh. It feels good to me, though, already. Here we go. Friendly, career-driven, focused, mature, passionate. This person wanted to marry you. This is a marrying man. This is the type that gets married. Honest, and he is desirous to ultimately do what is right, okay? And I know that that's in line with what's going on, because this is what came out following him. This is what he wants to offer. This is what he's always wanted to offer. Stability, a home. All right. Something telling me to do one more. Something is saying to do one more. I'm not going to take that one because I didn't get to ask my question. Most High, give us one more card. Yeah. I was asking for one more card. So we're going to put these back in the deck, and we're going to ask for one more card one more time. And we're expecting just one card. Most High, please give us one more card to clarify the Seven of Wands energy. Let this last and final card make sense and resonate with those that these messages are for their highest good and for the highest good of those who are connected to them. I ain't gonna be able to stop with this. Damn, really now? This is going bad, guys, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, but even though this person wanted to offer you pretty much the stability and the marital commitment that you really probably always wanted, there's still been some feeling defensive for some reason here. You've been feeling like you had to fight. You've been feeling like you had to fight. And that, oh Lord, and that being defensive though, and maybe it wasn't just you being defensive, but it was also his energy. He's been feeling like he's been having to defend his reputation and himself with you. It's kind of been, it led to a tower moment. It led to a tower moment and a period of, just depression. Maybe not depression, but just a period of feeling sad and down. But I don't feel like he was the one feeling that way. I think it was you and your energy. But it could be the both of y'all. And I say that because we got the Five of Cups energy here. After the Seven of Wands, after the Seven of Wands, the Tower card came up. The Seven of Wands also deals with different ideas and different things that are being said, messages possibly and communication coming into you that you feel that you have to defend yourself against. Those messages could deal with work, okay, and or life, all right, or both. And I feel, okay, I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna put this back up because I'm not feeling it. I feel that you guys might have started having little arguments and things about work, about life, responsibilities and things like that. And ultimately it led to a breakup or at least a separation. Something crumbled. Okay. And after that, somebody was sad about it with this Five of Cups energy. But I also feel that somebody came out of this Eight of Swords energy due to this situation. And the Two of Pentacles is up here, so I feel like somebody's going to get into multitasking, or they're trying to juggle finances right now, and they could be fearing financial issues, or they could be trying to juggle financial stuff, and maybe they're on the verge of money issues. They're juggling. I see these two together, like they're juggling finances, and at the same time, they got money problems. They got money problems. They're trying to juggle and pay bills and stuff with the little bit of money that they have. That's what I get from those two cards. I'm going to leave that alone. Now we're going to move on. That's all clarifying the Seven of Wands. Ultimately, this person wants a committed union with you. Yeah, there are some things going on in it, some things that are not so pleasant. Y'all got money issues and things like that. And other issues that you do have to work out just about life in general. But this person is committed. There is a third party situation, but again, this person is committed. Or so that seems. Okay. So now we're done with all the clarifying cards. I did have, remember, just 2 questions I think I had for you guys, and then we're gonna call it an evening. Wow, this is the longest video so far to date I've ever done. All right, so now let's see, did I have any other questions? No, I didn't. We're asking the Most High for 2 cards to signify the possible outcomes of the union that was shown. Let me shuffle and shake up. All right. Most High, please give us the insights that we need for our highest good and for the highest good of all of those. Oh my God, what the flip was that? And for the highest good of all those associated with us and connected to us. Y'all, I'm going to learn how to shuffle one day. Give us 2 cards that are clear, please. I think I'm going to get, maybe I need to ask for 1 card from here and 2 from the energy deck. I don't know. I think initially it was with the tarot that I wanted to ask, so I'll just stick to those. And I'll probably clarify with the energy cards. So let me get ready to move them because I'm going to need them. Most High, I thank you so much. Give us 2 cards from the tarot deck that will signify the possible outcomes of the union that showed up in the general tarot reading, Father. Oh, that's 2. Whoa! Cannot make this up. Wow. Okay, so let's see what this could possibly mean. I don't know why, but I had glimpsed back here and I saw the star card in reverse. So I had to figure out, well, what does the star card in reverse deal with? Okay. The star card in reverse deals with arrogance. It could also deal with somebody being haughty, okay, or operating in a little haughty spirit. I'm really not sure, but I'm not gonna really take that, and it's really just because I only asked for two cards. I never intended on really looking at the outcome like I normally do. I just was being nosy, and I don't feel that for this. Most High, please give us one more card from this deck, or as many as you see fit, that will also discuss the possible outcomes and energies surrounding the relationships that came out in this general tarot reading. The moon, so Uranus, moon, Neptune. I'm going to read those energy cards first, you guys, and then I'm going to read the two cards that came out that are talking. So the energy cards are going to talk about the energy that is going to be surrounding the possible outcomes here, okay? So let's get Uranus. Uranus deals with the desire for freedom and individuality, as well as a push towards a larger vision and humanitarian service. That makes perfect sense, especially considering the cards that came out, you guys. Really. The moon, we're going to go back to the moon. We know that the moon deals with changes and cycles. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm trying to go faster, you guys. The moon shows us the regularity of cycles and teaches about the importance of change. So I feel like every time now I'm beginning to feel like this when the moon card shows up, it's signifying the fact that change needs to take place. Okay? In either one party or both parties that's involved. And since this is a relationship, we're going to say that's involved in this union. All right? Also, it says, as it moves through cycles each month, it governs emotions, instincts, and intuition, as well as memory and imagination. And it says issues around maternal figures, traditions, and adaptability can also be represented by the moon card. For me, I definitely feel like this is all things that is going to have to that is going to come out with this relationship if it's not already in the works right now. I think that these people in this relation in the union, they're gonna have to learn how to deal with how to change with each other, how to be adaptable with one another. They may have to learn either learn the traditional roles or they may have to learn to let go of the traditional roles and adapt to what's necessary. Okay, and work out their own stuff. Also, I feel like there could be mommy issues, predominantly with the male who is involved, but also with the lady. Both parties could have mommy issues. Okay, like the woman in the relationship could feel like she's reliving out things that her mom is has lived out before, and the guy could feel like he's dealing with his mom, you know, or he can see how his wife or woman reminds him of his mom in certain ways. Now we're moving to Neptune. Now we're moving to Neptune, guys. Neptune also deals with imagination, compassion, and psychic experiences. And it says, bundled with those ideas are issues of sacrifice and obligation. So, balancing between giving and resentment can feature large with this card. I feel like this is one of the lessons that this union is going to bring. Maybe both parties are guilty of self sabotage or being self sacrificing, depleting themselves to their own detriment. And I feel like that's going to be something that's going to have to be balanced out. And that could happen through this union itself, okay? Also, Y'all could possibly both be psychics, I feel, or very intuitive to say the least, imaginative, and both have big hearts. That's what I feel. So now, the two cards, okay? The two cards, guys, that came out. No, my little thing didn't, but that's cool. We're going to be with Rapunzelisha. The two cards that came out talking about the possible outcome of the relationship and the union that came forth. The first card, the Two of Cups. That's good news. I got to go to that right away because I want to make sure that people can understand why I'm so happy about that, seeing that card come out. So here we go. The Two of Cups is partnership, mutual attraction, friendship, mutual friendship. It could deal with the union, sexual relations, agreements, and compatibility. Whenever I see the Two of Cups, I think of twin flames or 144,000 union. That's what I think of when I see this. This is a healing relationship, okay? I feel like with this lion being right here, this could be two fire signs, but it doesn't have to be. All signs are represented here. All signs. And with this being a general reading, you're going to have to take that as it resonates for you. This makes me so happy. I don't know what to say. The other thing was the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning. It's also sudden clarity, sudden insight. Um, let's go get the Ace of Swords real quick. I don't want to guess. I need to get everything just right now. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. I cannot make this up if I wanted to. This says an available fresh start, clarity, or sudden opportunity. Remember how I said before that some type of information was going to probably come forth due to the judgment card about that was going to reveal that somebody, namely in my heart of hearts, I felt like it was going to be the ex, although it could be the so-called chosen one. But I did feel like the ex initially is going to come and be like, hey, I'm not really happy with this situation. I wanted to work. I wanted it. I tried to do it, but I'm not okay with it. I'm dipping out type stuff, right? And that would be really judgment. That would be truth being revealed about who's supposed to be here at this present moment in this time, right? And I've told y'all that was going to be the end of possibly a karmic cycle, the end of a karmic cycle, and the beginning of what union is supposed to still remain. And I feel like that's exactly what's being said here. That with this Two of Cups, this is going to be a fresh start. Clear slate, clean mind. And we're going to be able to see the opportunity that we have in front of us. Bruh, I'm through. Peace, love, light, so much blessings to you all. Love you with the love of the Most High. This is Naeem Shakam out.